You already know we live in a distracted world. I think when it comes to studying, when I had my exams, it was a scenario where if you could leave your phone away from you, that was a determining factor between whether you passed or failed. Going forward now, people are so dependent on their phones that all their notes are tied to their phones that you can almost not be able to sit and study without your phone. Um, there's a massive dependency on technology now for all of studying and in terms of like learning, there's just a huge dependency on technology. And you can imagine that this is going to have a knock-on effect for everything if you allow distraction into your life through these means. You can perfectly thrive with technology, but it can also ruin your productivity. It can ruin your skills, but most importantly is it can change the trajectory of your life. You can go from having zero you can go from possibly being the best in your class, going into a top tier internship, going on into like a partner position, etc. Like all of these things, like the path could be so clear cut. But with things like distraction, pulling you away, you go from top student to a good grade to only just passing your year. Oh, okay, repeating this course. Now you got to go back and repeat a year. Then you get through, but now you can't get the ideal job. You get an internship at a lower firm. Now, in the lower firm, they don't really care about you, so they're using you for 3 years of your life without good pay, and you can't really focus on the thing that you're trying to build to get your like accreditation. And then just to get to the final stage where you're at that stage to where you could have been is so far apart because everything compounds. There's a massive incremental gain just from remaining productive. There's a massive incremental gain just from being number one. Just by being number one in your class, in whatever it is you do, you remain you remain receiving the benefits of being in that position. And for as long as you hold yourself to that level and keep achieving that level, you'll continue to receive those benefits. I'm not saying that like, oh, okay, now you just have to measure yourself and be number one, but just being at the best of your ability um, will help you stay online for whatever trajectory you want to achieve. And productivity is the biggest thing to keep you on there. The only other thing that has a big role is remaining focused. And I think these two are intertwined. Distraction as the opposite of focus. So, yeah, if you can remain focused and you can remain productive, focus just being able to hold one item in your mind or in front of you for a long period of time, and productivity is just your ability to take good action towards that item or that concept or that subject. So if it's like focus in the scenario would be sitting focusing on that one subject. Productivity would be how many exercises do you do? Do you redo the exercises? How many questions do you answer? How many past papers do you answer, etc.? So all of those factors really contribute to the quality of the grade you receive, the quality of work you produce. And yeah, I mean, it's not limited to school because school just leads to the job, and then the job is determined by the quality of work that you put in. So you can also get caught into other traps in a job, but I think producing good work is the number one way to just climb in any working hierarchy. It's also, if you're going into entrepreneurship, quality of work is still important because you're still servicing other people, you're still servicing clients. So in this light, productivity is definitely one of the best things you can cultivate. And the way in which you can do that, you can imagine if you finish something and you feel good, and there's that little gap where, you know what, you can sit back, you feel good, you can look back at yourself and say, you know what, I did that, I completed that, it was hard, but I feel good about it. If you use that little bit of time where you're feeling good about getting it done, and instead of slumping into, I don't know, doing something else or winding off, pushing into the next task, the next thing, wanting to clear your full plate before you sit back and enjoy what you've done, essentially putting off the rest and the good feelings that you get from completing a task until the end of the day where you've completed all the tasks you need to do, is the number one way in which you can cultivate like a productive mindset. And in doing that, it ties into focus because your focus will be on being productive. And the longer you are in that productive mindset, the deeper your focus will be, the deeper your ability to solve all of the problems around you will get. So definitely consider productivity and focus as sister concepts that essentially nurture each other. Stronger focus will allow you to be more productive. You'll fly through more tasks. Better productivity, flying through more tasks, will give you more time to focus on your skills, focus on your ability to solve. You'll get through the easy things quickly and have more time for the harder things in the day. Also, just being more productive will make you crave harder tasks, and harder tasks will bring in deeper focus. So don't forget that those two things are good, but also your influence is strong, powerful, and don't underestimate it. Just by making a change to be more productive or focused, you will make everyone's life around you 10 times better.